starting today's video on the whiteboard. I did write this yesterday just to show y'all. Here we got day 40, which was yesterday, our weigh-in day, 294.2. So that's minus 2.2 pounds from yesterday. I think that's the amount of weight I lost. I'm pretty sure. I didn't quite double check, but I'm pretty certain. I feel like I've seen that number a ton recently. Anywho, so this is where we're at now, 294.2. Tomorrow I do start work, so our schedule's going to be a little bit different, a little bit more movement than traditionally, which is great for me, and to burn some calories throughout the day and just get more steps in general. Alright, we got that. The goal hasn't changed yet. Don't stop. There's one big goal that we have here is not stopping. And then another big goal or milestone that we're heading for is at 280, or around the ballpark at 280. I think at 280, 285, because I really feel like I need to start running now for some odd reason. We'll do a mile run and see what our time is. And yeah, and today I did some public recordings of me walking with this GoRuck backpack for the coming video that's coming up, and I'm not gonna lie to you guys, it is pretty awkward recording on the streets just with a tripod, and I leave it and walk away and then come back. I find it so odd, and I feel like it feels weird to do it, and it feels a little, I don't feel embarrassed, I just feel weird about it. And people are looking at me because I've never seen it before. I'm sure some people driving down the street never seen it before, but anywho, whatever it is, we still got to get that video out, so I had to take those recordings. Maybe we'll take some from when we do a mile run. That's going to be a challenge. But yeah, this is it. I am supposed to take some photos of myself without any clothes or something for day 40. I think I did it for day 20. So I'll do that probably tomorrow morning, just so we have a fresh look at the data. But yeah, so far so good. Losing a moderately good amount of pounds throughout each week. Makes me feel good about it. And yeah, we are on a steady pace to reaching an ideal weight. And I don't even know, I should put up here an ideal weight. See, I don't know what that would look like for us, because I didn't know I could even get to 200 pounds without seeing a guy do it myself that had the same build as me, and he went 200 and under. So I'm wondering what weight I want to shoot for. Like if I want to shoot for 200 exactly, 215, 220, somewhere around that range, but have I want that weight to be muscular. You know what I'm saying? So maybe we'll shoot for 200, the ideal weight, and then we could start a bulk and get to 240, and then kind of repeat the process and gain more muscle as we grow. But we'll just leave that open for now, just because I honestly have no idea what an ideal weight is for me, especially with my build and my genetics and how much muscle I already have, and how much more I'm obtaining throughout working out. But yeah, let's start the workout. I am pretty sure it is back and by today, which is always a great day. And I think I have some videos, one video of me walking Marvin, so I'll show you guys one of those. But yeah, let's get started. Marvin. Another successful walk with Marvin, with the backpack on, with the rucking backpack. Marvin, you have a good walk? Yeah. Folks, it is back day. Now, I already did the air bike. I did 20 minutes at the same kind of pace because I was watching a video, so went a little longer than usual, but it's what it is. Had a good time on that air bike. Okay, bent over row with the bench is at 35 pounds. We did up it. We were doing 30s, but 35s. We're doing it this time. Stiff leg deadlift, we're upping it to 30 instead of 25. Bicep curls are at 35 pounds, it says here. 7 to 8 reps. I guess that's what I hit last time. Hammer curls 30s for 8 to 10-ish reps. And that is what we got for today. Yeah, I guess, you know, one thing before we start the workout, I need to do something in this area. You see this right here, this muscle? Let's say posterior head. See the one back here? I really want to work out this muscle, and the only way, or the only muscle or exercise that I could think of that would hit this certain muscle is the, you know, when you got the cable flies and you pull them to your face, a face pull, that's what it's called. That's the only really muscle I remember that can hit that muscle. I mean, the exercise I remember that can hit that muscle. I wonder if I can figure something else out, like a rear delt fly, or I was doing those, but maybe I was doing too much weight, because it says here I was doing the rear delt flies with 15 pounds, and maybe I was doing too much weight where I couldn't really feel the rear delt flies, so it was too much weight, and other muscles were getting used to supplement that. But I need to do something. And another thing, I really don't want to work on my traps, because I feel like my traps are already kind of built from previous workouts, and that's one thing where it's like I can set the traps aside because I feel like they're built enough and I don't need to work them out, because everything else is so much smaller in comparison to the traps. But yeah, other than that, let's get started with the workout. Alrighty, first time trying the 35s. I'm excited, I'm also a little nervous, but gotta get done. One thing is too, I sometimes have a hard time figuring out the form, so bear with me. Oh yeah, felt that one on the lap there. Felt good. Alrighty, 2 more sets. I actually switch it up in there. The left side first. Always do the right side first. Whew, this felt nice. Now, I don't know if you guys watched the last video, but in the last video I said when I can hit 10 to 12 reps on a certain exercise, I usually move up in the weight. And I mostly always do. But for these, since my base is not strong enough, or my muscle to mind connection isn't strong enough, I won't move into a higher weight, just because if I do move into, like, let's say 40s or 45s, yeah, I'll be able to lift the weight, of course, but I can't connect the muscle to the mind to really make sure only the lat is activating while I rise it back up. Because let's say, honestly, if I probably went to the 45s, 50s right now, and I try to lift that, I'll probably get some tricep, some rear delt activation, and maybe some more lower back support. And you know, that's probably already come into effect here, but I'm mainly focusing on the lat. I can isolate the lat in my mind. That's where I feel I get the most. But if I went to a higher weight, I would feel all those muscles and can't singularly put it to my lat. So that's the reason I haven't done it with these. But what we got next is stiff leg deadlift for my lower back. We're doing 30s today, so something new. Got 30 pounds in the dumbbells. We are now lifting 60 pounds from our back, and we're getting to that above tier of job expectancy. When on every job they ask you, are you able to lift 50 pounds from the floor? We are now 10 pounds above that, so we're improving. Alrighty, let's get started. And another thing with these, kind of the same as the other ones. I did 10 reps with these, and that's great. And I probably could go higher up in weight, but then I'm risking injury at that point. And I don't know if you guys have ever had a lower back injury, but if you get a lower back injury, you're out. I mean, you can hardly move that thing without immense pain. So I'd rather be safe than sorry and do the weight that I can do without gaining any injury, so I can keep up and get stronger without this inhibiting me. But yeah, 2 more sets. Lower back is fired up, I'll tell you that much. But alrighty, bicep curls time. It's been like 10, 15-hour days where, well, I feel like it's been a lot where I've done these bicep curls standing up. Because I used to do them seated all the time. Once I started doing these standing up, I really like it. For some reason, I like, instead of sitting in this thing, that standing upright just makes it feel a little better for me anyhow. But I did do it seated to try to get a deeper stretch. It really work out that way. So I've got 25s loaded. It's supposed to be 30s. Oh, so let me change that real quick. Alrighty, now that I got the 30s loaded, I'm gonna do some bicep curls. Yeah, let's do it. Whew. Definitely getting a good pump from that. 2 more sets. Oh, I need to work on my hand strength. Ooh, my palms hurt. Anyhow, bicep curls done. Hammer curls. Oh, man, I feel like my hand strength is really hindering me because the last reps of each of these workouts, they like strain and I don't want to hold the weight anymore. So I don't know what kind of workouts there are, if it's the putting your hands in a rice bucket or something, but man, they are hurting. Yeah. Anyhow, 2 more sets. See your bike time. Just got done with the workout. Feeling really good. I feel really, I don't know how to say it, not strong, but I don't feel weak at all. I feel like I got a good balance right now, and I'm still working my muscles hard and pushing them to try new things and shocking them every once in a while. It's been working pretty good so far. I mean, the results are here. So obviously, what I'm doing, what we're doing, is working. We are consistently losing some sort of poundage. Now, if you're not losing some sort of poundage, maybe you need to reanalyze what you're doing. Don't get down on yourself, because it happens. I've done it. I felt it. I posted a video on it and how I felt about it. And, you know, it was actually day 20. I only lost half a pound. And you might have gained a pound. It is what it is. But you can't be too harsh on yourself. You just gotta get the information, get your data. Okay, maybe I gained a pound. Shoot. You know what that means? Eating too many calories. Boom. Let's really dial in on our calorie intake. Or maybe it's, oh my gosh, I lost 5 pounds. Maybe this is great in the moment, but is it sustainable? Can I live this week for the rest of the year, the rest of a couple months? And because it will be like this from now on. So can I sustain this? So maybe you're like, okay, maybe I can't because this was a hard week, and maybe I don't want to do this every single week. So maybe I dial back where I lose 2 pounds, a pound, 3 pounds every week, and see from there and see if I can sustain that for a number of weeks, a number of months, a number of days. It'll be fine. And that's kind of where I'm at now, where I feel like the past 2 weeks I've consistently lost me 2 pounds. And I feel like it is a good weight for me. I feel like it's not noticeable just yet, but I feel that I feel healthier, I feel better, and some would say I feel gooder. But I feel like that is a thing. What I'm doing right now is the rest of my life, or the rest of the next 10 years, is gonna be like this. I will be in a calorie deficit, and I feel like I can sustain it. Because honestly, the past 10 days, mostly all the days, I watch every calorie I take, I put it in the app, and I see how many I have left for the day and how many I still got, how much protein I need. But then other days, like just recently, I went camping. Didn't have service, couldn't track my calories on the app. And even though I wasn't fully dialed in, I made health conscious choices, and that ultimately still allowed me to lose 2.2 pounds, which is amazing, which is awesome, which is way better than I I expected. And I'm pretty happy about it, and I feel like I could sustain what I've been doing. Now, obviously, I'm going to try to add more to my workouts just because I feel like I could sustain more weight to be lost in the 10 days. I also feel like I want to do more. Like there's a hard part of me that really wants to try to run a mile or jog a mile or walk or jog a mile. And there's another part of me that really wants to get into powerlifting with the deadlifts, with the snatches, with the heavy barbell squats, stuff like that. There's a part of me that really wants to do that. And I kind of want to combine both. And that's something, I'm going to have to add in slowly and over time. Obviously, right now I don't have the equipment to add any barbell or heavy snatch or heavy deadlift workouts because I just don't have a barbell and I don't have the weights for it. I also don't have the money for it. But I do have the power to go run. And there's a strong urge that's telling me to go run right now, like at the weight I'm at. But there's also a side part of me that's probably not the best idea, because if I run now at this weight, I could do it. But I feel like if I do run it after the run, I'm gonna feel drained. I'm gonna feel totally tired. I'm not even gonna feel like it was worth running, and then I'm not gonna like running, and I'm not gonna want to do it because that first experience was super bad, and my body was all jacked up from it. So I'm trying to make this as easy as I can for myself, and kind of just slowly letting myself getting there. Like I honestly could go probably jog / walk a mile and feel pretty good about it. But I want to reach this milestone. It kind of gives me a goal to reach, to be able to do what I want to do. Like it gives me something to obtain, or like, hey, I'll hit 280, which is great, 20 pounds down. But you know what else? After I hit 280, I get to do the thing that I've been wanting to do for weeks, which is go run / jog / walk around. Now, honestly, I don't know when we're gonna hit 280. I'm predicting, well, if you think about how we've gone so far, I'll lose it, 50 to 60. I'll lose it in like 40 more days, or 40 to 60 more days. If I keep consistently losing 2 pounds within the next couple months. But I feel like I have the sense that I'm gonna be losing more than 2 pounds these next coming weeks, especially since I'm starting up work again. I'm moving a lot more throughout my day. I'm still gonna wanna hit this, seated bike, still gonna wanna try to walk a mile with Marvin or 2 miles every day. So I feel like we might be able to reach this goal sooner than we thought, which would be amazing. Just because I have such a strong urge to do it. But time will tell, and the time will come where we can do that. I'm just super excited about it. Because I want to be, I don't want to say multi-sport athlete, but I want to be able to, I've said this since I started this, that I wanted to be able to lift really heavy with the meatheads, and to be able to run with the really skinny guys for miles. So it's kind of the same thing as like David Goggins. He can lift pretty heavy and run hundreds of miles in a matter of, what was his most recent run, a 200 miler in like 56 hours or something like that. Don't bash me, I don't really know. I'm just going based off memory. My memory ain't great. But he's 50 years old, and he did that, which is awesome. That guy is like blasphemy. He is a human specimen. And the scientist needs to get on him and see how his mind, body works, because that is impeccable. But yeah, he is try, stay hard, but this has been the end of day 41. I had a good day. I hope you guys have a good day. And I will see you guys tomorrow.